O Great Spirit, saints and sages of all times, of all places, O ye powers that be, Namaste. Ancestors of our bloodlines, ancestors of all the lineages to whom we attune, Namaste. O ye powers that be of the air, the earth, the fire, the water, the ether, Namaste. Most beloved and precious Ishtadevata, in all of thy names and all of thy forms, Namaste. Most beloved Gurus of the Holy Kriya lineage, Om Shri Babaji Namaha, Om Shri Lahiri Mahasayaji Namaha, Om Shri Yukateshwarji Namaha, Om Shri Paramahansa Yoganandaji Namaha, Om Shri Sheliji Namaha, most beloved and precious Guruji, Om Shri Kriyanandaji Namaha. Sweep clear our paths. May our time together be blessed. May we be blessed as we walk the path. Namaste. Namaste. Well, we're here. We're here. We're approaching the very end of December. We're in a very sacred time now. We've passed the solstice. Around the world, there are celebrations of all types honoring this time of the year. In some cultures, in some places, they celebrate what's called Saturnalia, and it is a festival to honor Saturn. Well, you know, why would they do that? Well, on the 21st of December, Saturn entered Capricorn. And in entering Capricorn, the sun, my mind was distracted there for a moment. The sun entered Capricorn. And as the sun entered Capricorn, Capricorn is the 10th sign of the zodiac, and Saturn is a planet that rules Capricorn. But most importantly, Saturn rules your life, our life here upon this earth. This skin that holds your body together, this is Saturn. The bones in the body, this is Saturn. And so there are places where it is said, wow, what is the mystical importance of this time? The sun, it is said, stands still for the 3 days, the 23rd, 24th, 25th of December. It is a time of inturning, a time in which we say, a cycle is ended. We are ending a cycle. And I've been talking to you for several weeks now about a cycle ending and a new cycle beginning. We have a major cycle ending in 2024 and a new cycle beginning. And so our ending right now is a preview, if you will, to what we will see in a few months. But it's a very mixed time of year. For many people, it's very joyful. And for others, it's challenging, it's difficult. Now, it's usually difficult because of the others. Not necessarily in any kind of objective way, but because of the way that we might experience others or the expectations we have from others, the way that we want them to express their appreciation or their love or their acceptance. And the hurt when it's not the way that we want it to be. On the other hand, it's a time of year when many loved ones depart the earth. Many people leave November, December timeframe. And that's very hard for their loved ones who have stayed here. Why? Because we long for the ghosts of the past to rise again. Even if we don't love all the ghosts of the past, we long for the comfort of the ghosts of the past. So there's a secret. The secret is to say, well, what do I need to accept? How can I change the prism of my awareness today so that it is more joy-filled? How can I change the prism? In the seed of the acorn lies the oak tree. In the seed of the egg that is fertilized by the sperm lies the birth of the grandchild, the great-grandchild, the great-great-great-great-great-grandchildren. Potentially, perhaps not. But in everything that begins, the seed of the ending of that experience lives. And the seed of the next beginning. In the ending lies the beginning. In the beginning lies the ending. And so the problem is simple to solve. The problem is that we need to let go. One needs to let go. We need to let go of the idea that it's all going to be the same, that it's not going to change. Now, in some senses, that's one of the biggest challenges that we have as human beings, is that we tend, because we're here on a Saturn plane, we tend to think that anything that happens is going to be permanent. We live as if we're living here permanently. We set up these residences to live in, and we fill them with things, and it looks pretty permanent until the hurricane comes along and blows it down, or the fires come along and blow it down, or it crumbles because of having been here for a certain amount of time. Aging, as you would say. So that desire to have things not change can be a desire because you love the way it is now, or it can be a feeling that it's never going to change, and it can cause discouragement if you feel like, oh, I'm not happy where I'm at, and it's never going to get any better. We must have hope. This is a time of the year to hold on to hope in the darkness. For the sun is returning. The sun is always here for you. Always, 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 always. It may be darkened for a little while. You may feel that it's dark for a little while. Now people gather. Some people gather a lot at this time of the holidays, or this time of the year, I guess you would say, in December. They gather in groups. And oftentimes it looks like those groups are joy-filled and everybody's having a great time. But what you don't see is the sadness here, or the hurt there, or the difficulties that this family is struggling with. And so there's an illusion sometimes that one is being left out of these great experiences that everyone else is having. Don't do that to yourself. Let go of that. Let go of that. You don't know what their experiences are like. You really don't. Just let go of that illusion, if you will. Be present now in your own life, in your own experience. Choose to be happy. Do something. Make a choice. Make a choice to be content. Make a choice to be happy. Make a choice to find the beauty in your life. make a choice to say, I deserve this. The biggest obstacles, another big obstacle that comes in the life is, I always use that phrase, the biggest obstacles. It seems like there are plenty of those type of states of consciousness that feel like they're big. But for humans, an obstacle that repeats itself amongst all of us is this feeling that I'm not good enough. Other people deserve to be happy. Other people deserve to have a good life, but not me. Well, I don't know if that's true or not, but I don't care. Accept it anyway. I'm not going to measure whether you're good enough. I'm going to tell you right now, you are. You are worthy of happiness. You are worthy of a happy life. You are worthy of love. You are worthy of growing your compassion. You are worthy of blessing the world. You are able to do this, to gain the skills that you need to do this. If anyone says you're not, so what? It's just words coming out of their mouth. They don't know better than you do. And if they say you're not worthy, they say, well, I might not be, but I'm going to receive the blessings of life anyway. I'm going to accept this gift anyway. I'm going to accept the goodness that comes to me. I'm not going to worry about whether I'm worthy or not. In the laws of karma, the laws of cause and effect, and the laws of karma say that only that which we have earned comes to us. Only that which we are relative to comes to us. And so you see all these people and it looks like they have an easy life. And you say, oh, wow, they have it so easy. Look at that. They worked like the bejesus to get that. They worked and worked and worked and worked. And it was what they have is what they wanted in the past. It doesn't matter if it was in the past 2 days ago, 5 days ago, 10 years ago, 20 years ago, 2 lifetimes ago, 20 lifetimes ago. It is what they wanted in the past and they have worked to bring into their lives. What you and I have in our lives is what we have wanted and what we have worked to bring into our lives. Now, sometimes that concept is really hard. And sometimes you say, what do you mean I brought this into my life? Why would anybody bring all that pain, all that suffering, all those difficulties? Well, we're here to learn about the experience of being upon the earth. Don't learn by pain and suffering, my beloved. Don't. It's not necessary. And when that kind of experience starts to come into your life, say, neti, neti, neti. Let me learn another way. Let me learn by observing others. Let me learn by studying. Let me learn by studying history. I'll always remember, if it happened in the past, it can happen again. If it happened to others, it can happen to me. What did they do? Let me learn by what they did. Let me learn by what they've seen. Learn from the wisdom of your elders. Learn from the wisdom of all of those around you. Learn from their experiences without judging. As Pranananda ji used to like to say, my beloved guru, I don't want to be like that. No judgment, I just don't want to be like that. No thank you, I don't want that experience, no thank you. But I've seen it, and therefore I do not want to draw that in. On the other hand, I had the most wonderful experience this week. There's a gentleman who is related to one of my disciples. And he just finished his dissertation. And his dissertation, he got his PhD, in Sanskrit studies from the University of California at Berkeley. Can you imagine? And he sent me, at my request, his dissertation, which is on the a Tibetan view of the guru-disciple relationship. And in the beginning, he said, well, he had been studying this sacred text. And he realized that if he wanted to really learn this, he had to learn Sanskrit and Tibetan. He had been translating Tibetan and learned Tibetan for quite a long time. He was a translator for the Dalai Lama. So he sets out to learn Sanskrit a few years back well enough to translate these ancient texts. And now he is going to be working for as long as he chooses as a translator, translating texts from Tibetan to Sanskrit to English, Sanskrit, Tibetan, etc. And wow, look at that. He had this dream. He had something, he said, well, if I want to do this, then I really need to do that. And he set out for it. And isn't that the most remarkable thing? I was just thrilled, just absolutely thrilled to see that, to hear him, and I'm thrilled to be reading his dissertation. But what do you want? What's going to make you happy? And what are you willing to work for? Because I can tell you, he has worked really hard for what he has gotten. He's not sitting down 5 minutes a day. It's work, 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 study, study, study. Do you want to be happy? How can you be happy in this coming year? Now we're approaching the end of the year here. In the blink of an eye, we're going to enter 2024. You have an opportunity to choose to take the sacred Kriya, the action of choosing to be happy. Contentment, santosha, to be able to accept life as it is. Say, well, now, how can I make this even better? What can I do that's going to make this even better? What can I do? How can I give? How can I best serve life that is most meaningful? What can I do that is most meaningful? And then set out a plan to take the first step to do what needs to be done. So you don't make New Year's resolutions of things you want to do that you don't do anything about, that you never take the step. But you say, let me just find the one thing that is going to improve my life in this coming time. And you step forward and you do that. And you call upon all the powers that be and you say, I'm willing to receive the blessings of life. Now, I want to talk about receiving for just a minute. Receiving is being willing to accept. Accept as it is given to you. Accept the gifts of life as they are given to you. Without saying, well, I wanted it in a maison de chocolat box. Or, oh, geez, that's a beautiful gift that you gave me, but I wish it were wrapped in another piece of paper. Or, oh, your timing is wrong. I don't want that now. No. When it comes, accept it. Accept it and say, I will accept gracefully everything that I am given. Accept the love that comes, I accept it. So that I may then transform whatever life gives me into something that is useful for life, for others, that is useful, that is a blessing. Whether you know it or not, your life here upon the earth is a blessing. You are a blessing to others. Your life here is a blessing. You worked hard to come here. Now, we're not the highest incarnation by any means upon the earth, but you worked hard, very hard, to have this experience. Make it better. Make it even better than it is now. And so we're going to spend the rest of our time this morning in meditation. But what I said to you today is that we're coming to the end of a cycle. And at the end of the cycle is the beginning of another cycle. The end is the beginning. The beginning is the end. Life is not linear. Life is not circular. Life is cyclical. There are cycles in life. The sun has entered the zodiacal sign of Capricorn, ruled by Saturn. The statement about Capricorn is, how do I utilize? The blessing of the Kriya teachings is that they are teachings that you can apply in your life practically to make a difference. A disciple was telling me the other day that her stepdaughter was having trouble, and we have a special technique, observer technique, in which you say, observe, and you say, isn't that interesting? Isn't that interesting? And you just watch without any judgment. You watch what's going on. And so she was with the stepdaughter. They were having a family event, and the stepdaughter was talking about, the young woman was talking about some problem she was having. And so the disciple says, well, you could use, and before she finishes it, she says, I know. Isn't that interesting? The disciple says, oh. She says, you told me that last year, and I've been using it. And everybody says when I say that, well, it's not interesting, it's horrible. And she says, oh, isn't that interesting? Now, isn't that wonderful? She heard the teaching. She didn't get any big, long hoo-yah lecture about it. And she just was said, here's a method you might try. A year later, she's incorporated it into her life. She's tried it and she's using it. That's all that you need to do, is use and practice the teachings. Use them, apply them to your life. Apply them in ways that will bring you greater joy and greater happiness, because you can do that. I tell you at this moment, you are worthy of all of the blessings and all of the goodnesses of life. All. And I tell you at this moment, no matter what anyone says, even your own mind, if you think you're not worthy, accept them anyway. And remember, the lineage and I and the lineage have told you on this most sacred of days, thou art worthy of receiving the goodness of life and sharing and blessing others with that goodness. Namaste, my beloved. Let us meditate. Sitting with your spine erect, place your hands in the Om Mudra, the index fingers and the thumb together. And turn your head to the left, exhaling twice. Bring the head back to the center and begin to watch the breath. Using the sipping breath, pull the energy from the limbs to the trunk. From the trunk to the spinal column. From the base of the spine to the sun center. And move that energy out in front of you as a golden ball of light. Expand that light and sweep it around your body, moving to the left, encasing your body 3 times in golden light. Now taking that light, move your awareness with you above the room you're in, above the building, above the continent you are on. Move your awareness as high into the realms as you are able. Finding yourself in the high place of meditation, the grove of the meditators. As we ascend in this meditation, we are coming to the close of a cycle. May this meditation bless all that we have learned in this cycle and all that is to come in the new time. In front of you is a mountain, the highest in the Himalayas. You and your Ishta gaze to the top of the mountain. Halfway up, you can see a shrine. The sky is radiant with stars and the moon, the sun barely peeking over the horizon. You enter the path up the mountain. Walking first through a forest filled with gemstones of crystal. Trees, the light. You come to a crystal meadow. The meadow is filled with gemstones, projecting outside of the earth, the amethyst, the labradite, the crystal, the jasper, the rubies, the sapphires, the jade, the jade, the jade, projecting forth in marvelous forms to bless you as you walk through them. Return to the forest with your Ishta, ascending, ascending, ascending. You come to a clearing. In the clearing is a shrine. Before you enter the shrine, stop here. In the beginning is the ending. In the ending is the beginning. Know that as you enter the shrine, you have the opportunity to let go of the ghosts of the past, to let go of the hurt and the pain, the difficulties that you have experienced in your life, to leave room for the joy, the blessings, the equanimity, the anandic bliss. You have the opportunity. Choose. Entering the portal, you are choosing to enter a life of greater happiness, contentment, and deep abiding bliss. Entering into the shrine, you see the walls are radiant with crystals, radiating their blessings. Walk to the back of the shrine, and there is a pool of light. Enter into that light and feel the old skin dissolve away. Walk toward the waterfall of light with willingness to dissolve the old. As the light pours down upon your crown center, let go. Allow the light to gently ease away the difficulties of the past. Te Be Tsu De Baya. The light pouring down your crown center, over your crown center, through every cell of your being. Te Be Tsu De Baya. 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 pouring down upon every cell of your being. Accept the blessings, knowing they are for you. Walk forth from the light, through the pool, breathing the blessings of the healing shrine. As you leave the shrine, you find your Ishtadevata is waiting for you, your chosen form of the divine. Take hold of the hand of your Ishta and ascend to the top of the highest mountain. Ascend, ascend, ascend. Reaching the top of the mountain, you and your Ishta find a place to sit. You see the entrance to a cave. Ask your Ishta to stand in the entrance to the cave. Your Ishta stands in the entrance and grows to cover the entrance. A golden egg of light projects forth from the Jupiter chakra of your Ishta. Growing, growing, growing to fill the cave entrance. Your Ishta comes to stand next to you. Together you watch the golden egg of light and Prama Yogi projects forth from the golden egg. Prema, the boundless love, the perfect non-judgmental love. Prema grows as big as the entrance to the cave. You can hear Prema breathing a special Kriya, Prema Kriya. As the sound of the Hong is inhaled by Prema, Prema draws in all the difficult karmas of the earth. As Prema Saw is exhaled, Anandic bliss radiates forth. And you realize Prema is continuing to breathe a sacred Kriya. Prema Hong, Prema Saw. Only to be breathed by Prema Yogi. Continually blessing the earth. And as you watch, Prema merges into the mountain, continuing to breathe. You and your Ishta take hold of each other's hands, knowing Prema will continue to breathe this Kriya until the mountain becomes a hill and the hill becomes a grain. You have vivified Prema. You have vivified the Kriya. Prema will continue to breathe this Kriya. Taking hold of the hand of your Ishta, return to your high place of meditation with gratitude for Prema filling your heart. In the high place of meditation, focus on your sun center, and together let us send forth our blessings to all life. Chanting the Om, first to Mother Gaia, that she upon whom we live this life be blessed with all that is needed, that we may walk upon her bosom with greater awareness, compassion, and wisdom. Om. 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 That all of those upon the earth be blessed. That they be blessed with that which they need most. That those who are housing insecure and food insecure and water insecure and economic insecurity, relationship insecurity, that all of those who are confined upon the earth be blessed. That those with hardened hearts have their hearts softened. That kindness and compassion, understanding, wisdom grow upon the earth and fill every corner. Om. 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 O ye powers of be, pour forth thy blessings upon this Sangha, upon all of those who are here today, upon all of those who join with us at later times, that we might become a greater blessing unto life, that we might see that we are a part of this, and that we might pick up the responsibilities of being service to life. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Dhyana Mulam Guru Murti, Puja Mulam Guru Padam, Mantra Mulam Guru Vakyam, Moksha Mulam Guru Kripa. Om Namah Shivaya Gurave Satchidananda Murtaye Nishprapanjaya Shantaya Niralambaya Tejase Dhyana Mulam Guru Murti Puja Mulam Guru Padam Mantra Mulam Guru Vakyam Moksha Mulam Guru Kripa. Moksha Mulam Guru Kripa. Namaste. Namaskar. Namaste. Namaskar. It is a blessing to be with you. I thank you for the blessing of your presence, of your yoga city, as we walk to this new cycle. Be blessed. Shanti. Namaste ji.